You told me that you were working with Heritage New Zealand, Stuart. What's the process for somebody like yourself with a heritage listed home? Is there some kind of assistance that they can give you in developing your project?
Well, we're very lucky actually. We've got a fantastic architect who has worked on heritage buildings in Napier, so understands that part of the game, but also our vision for Ashton House. And then we have a heritage consultant who is also an architect, and she actually has, name's Anne Galloway, she wrote an original cultural study for Mana Hariri before they sold it. So we have two amazing women who understand our vision, but also understand the cultural importance. So we've got to have it signed off by the council, we've got to have it signed off by the local branch of Heritage New Zealand, we've got to have it signed off by the head office of Heritage New Zealand, by Mana Hariri. So there is quite an involved process to go through, but everyone that we have spoken to has understood our vision, has seen it, and has been very supportive. So we're very lucky in that respect. Having said that, I think we tell a pretty good story about what we want to do with this place.
And probably too, just telling you a little bit more around why we've called it Ashton House.
Yeah.
The original builder was a local Hawke's Bay gentleman, and as far as we're aware, he was Mr. Ashton. So we've trying again to keep some of the heritage alive through how we've named the building, and keeping that aspect alive as well.
I understand that you've got a safe that will be transformed into a swimming pool.
Wow, funny you should say that. So there are two safes, and one is a very big long safe. My son and I, who are both taking up golf, we're going to turn that into an indoor golf driving range with a blanket at the end. But the plan, and this was Sarah's idea, which initially I was sceptical about because I couldn't see it, but then a friend of mine who had Sarah's vision said, this is how it'll work. We're going to turn it into a swimming pool. But that's about phase 5, and we're just completing phase 1 at the moment. But this is the thing with a property like this. There is so much potential if you just put on your vision goggles and be innovative in your thinking. Then goodness me, it suddenly turns from something that was the dock headquarters for 40 years into a very livable, very comfortable, and very pragmatic family home. My grandfather was a lawyer in Napier. He practiced here. My father was a lawyer in Napier, and he practiced here as well. So, Sarah's family's been here since 1863. Mine's been in Napier since 1865. So, both our families have a tie to this house, which just makes it that much cooler and a bit of a connection as well. But this room itself, well, I can tell you, it's big enough to play futsal, throw a frisbee round,
ride a scooter, ride a bike,
and for the dog to go crazy and get his exercise.
He does his zoomies in here quite frequently.
Yeah. And there's a very high stud.